Welcome back to Thalias Cakes. I'm so happy to be back. I had a little rash going, but now I'm a little better, okay? So today we're going to be making a farm animal themed cake. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. If you love cake decorating and baking, you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button. So today's cake tutorial is extra special because I got another cake request from Icing Smile. Quickly, if you're not familiar with Icing Smiles, I suggest you listen up because this could be a great opportunity for you. It's a nonprofit organization that allows you to donate your custom cakes to children with critical illnesses. I've been with Icing Smiles for a year now. This is going to be my second year, and it brings me so much joy just to see all the smiles that I can put on their faces. So if that interests you in any way, I will be leaving the link to their website down below in the description box so you can get a better idea of what they are about and what exactly you can do to help these children. All right, let's get started. The first thing we're gonna work on is the cow. I have already filled and stacked this cake, and now it's ready to get covered in fondant. So for the cow, I decided to use a brown color because I feel like nobody ever shows love to the brown cows. Like, what's up with that? I mean, they make the best chocolate milk ever. For the eyes, I used white and black fondant. I cut out these circles using my piping tips, and then I glued everything on using water. To make the eyelashes, I made 3 little black snakes with the ends pointed, and I stuck them together, making each one a shorter length. Then I attached the eyelashes to the back of the eyeballs and let them dry overnight. And this is exactly how I made the eyeballs for the other 2 animals. For the cow nose, I freehanded out the shape using a small paring knife, and then I poked 2 holes for the nostrils. For the cow horns, I rolled out a log shape and pointed out the top. For the tail, I used black fondant and shaped it into a teardrop shape and gave it some texture using this fondant tool. In the back of the hair piece, I used my balling tool to make a little indent so I could attach in the tail. And for the little cute ears, I used my offset spatula template and cut off the bottom sides. And lastly, for the cow spots, I free-handed out random shapes of white fondant. So instead of using dowels, I like to use bubble tea straws for support. You can use whatever you feel comfortable with. So when placing in your bubble tea straws, you want to place in your bubble tea straw all the way straight through, and then you lift it up a little bit just by 1/2 inch, and then you snip it off with the scissors. Then you just push them all down. Now we can stack the next cake tier on. And of course, adding your dowels or bubble tea straws for your next cake tier. Before I started to put the cow's face together, I placed on some nonpareil sprinkles all around the border because I didn't want that nasty border to be showing. And to glue on the nonpareils, I used some gum paste glue. And now we can put the vaca's face on, the cow's face. For the ears and horns, I placed in toothpicks to hold them up. For the white spots, I glued them on with water. Now we can get started on making the piggy's facial features. To make the tail, I rolled out a pink fondant snake, making the end of the tail pointy, and then I curled the tail and left it to dry. For the ears, I cut out some pink triangle shapes and bent over the tip of the ears down like this. For the pig's nose, I made an oval shape and then made the indents for the nostrils. I glued everything on with water. Oh yeah, and I went ahead and added a daisy to the cow's head with a flower-shaped cutter that I had. I got it off Amazon, by the way. I want her to look cute, you know, make that cow look cute. And lastly, we can work on the pollito's little facial features. Baby chick, just in case you didn't understand Spanish. Using some orange fondant, I shaped out a thick triangle for the baby chick's beak and used my small paring knife to mark out where the mouth was. For the wings, I freehanded out the shape. So that I got the exact same size for the other wing, I just placed that exact one on top and traced it out. I made 3 little strips of yellow fondant to make the baby chick's hair. Your girl had no time to waste. Okay, Sophia's mom was outside already. I had no time to make an actual fondant bow. So what I did was I got a little piece of pink ribbon, tied it into a bow, and then glued that sucker onto a toothpick and popped it right through the hair. And also underneath the hair, I placed another toothpick underneath and stuck it through the cake to hold up. Now I can place on all the facial features onto the chick's face. Can you believe that I forgot the baby chick's tail? The little tail feather. So if you're going to make the tail feather, I would just recommend making it look just like the wing. For some extra detail, I piped on some grass around the cake border using this grass piping tip. And then I added on some colorful flower sprinkles. Like I said, her mom was outside waiting for me. I was a hot mess, trying to be quick. So I didn't even get to take nice pictures of the cake or a nice videography for you guys. So I'm very sorry. I honestly enjoy being part of Icing Smiles. Because of the cakes that I make, I'm able to brighten their day and make them feel special. And maybe for a second there, I'm able to make them forget about the struggle that they're currently going through. Even though the cake was rushed, I think Sophia thought it came out pretty awesome. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button so that way you're notified every time I upload a new cake tutorial. And if you're new here, please click that circle button right over here to continue to receive more awesome content like this or like this. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. See you next time. Mo laga, la mi malaga, hira.